When walking down the rope line before the Clinton Global Initiative reception here in New York City, former President Clinton only stopped to answer one question from the press. I had the chance to ask the president about the economic bailout plan. The president agrees with the plan, but offered some suggestions he would like to see implemented. Mr. President, we have a question about the bailout, the economic situation. What do you think? Should the taxpayers pay $700 billion to bail out companies that have essentially failed?
No, but that's not what's going to happen.
Well, the economic situation.
The proposal, as I understand it, and of course this is why Congress has to have hearings and review it, is to set up a fund that will provide liquidity to these companies and hopefully will enable a workout of individual mortgages. Hillary's been calling for a freeze on home mortgages and workout of these individual mortgages, as we did during the Depression. If we do that and we make investments as the government did, like in AIG, where they took an 80% ownership share and loaned the money at a fairly high interest rate, I think that, as Barney Frank said yesterday, in the end, it won't wind up costing the country anywhere near $700 billion, and we might actually get all our money back and then some if we manage it right. So the devil here is in the details, and that's what's being debated, and I think it's very important that the American people understand this. It is necessary to stabilize the stock market. Over half of the American people have investments in the stock market, but you don't want any unjust enrichment or just throwing the taxpayers' money away. So in the Chrysler bailout, so-called, the American people made money. When I made the emergency loan to Mexico, which was very unpopular at the time, they paid the loan back 3 years early, and we made $600 million in interest payments. We made a profit off of it. So if this is an infusion of cash to stabilize the shaky market, build up confidence, I think Mr. Buffett's investment in Goldman Sachs probably did a little of that today. But if that's what it is, then this can be managed properly, and it can maybe keep 2, 3, 4 million people in their homes if we do it right. But that's what the Congress is trying to figure out. How is this going to work? Those are the questions that the Treasury Secretary and Chairman Bernanke should answer. So I want to be able to support this because I want the American economy to stabilize and start to grow again. But you have members of Congress in both parties that it seems to me are asking these questions. The principles articulated by both the nominees for president seem to be more or less consistent with that. So let's give them all a chance to work it out and see what happens. I wouldn't be in favor of just throwing the money away and basically putting good money after bad and enriching people who made bad decisions. But I think it can be done in a way that really stabilizes the financial system of America and allows growth to occur again, reasonable loans to occur again, and gets us moving again.
In New York City, I'm Nicholas Ballasy, CNSNews.com.